The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Easy. Set, blue line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And Davis with it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back. To back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set, line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mariota now on second down. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Let's go.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Buying time to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey. Set, line.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Take four. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jarrell Casey able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Here you go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Prescott dancing to his left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go. 180.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 47. Hey, here we go. 180.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Gun.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wide 8.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, the youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Running with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't think I agree with the call to go for it, but I will be the first to give him credit because every book in the world tells you to punt in that situation, but he trusted his instinct. And as a result, his guys are going to get a new set of downs.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Here we go. Get out. Get out. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
first down. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now Mariota goes underneath for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And some room to roam now.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Here we go. 180.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence. And it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
To the right. Here we go. 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Coming to you.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here you go.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
4 down. Check.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But plain and simple, That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On second down, Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, here's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight end right, tight end right.
On 3rd down, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A give to Elliott. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down.
Set. Wide, Katie.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
82's moving. 82's moving.
Play action now. Mariota They'll roll him out right. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time, you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
Blue 18.
Second down, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Keep it rolling.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Mariota now on second down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ready. Blue 18. Blue 18.
To throw Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Alert, alert.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Wesley Woodyard. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rush on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Time to go. Night.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Over.
Off play action. Rush. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
3 down. 3 down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
54.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3-19. 3-19.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rush, flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's going backwards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
3 down, 3 down.
The give is to Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Watch the pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Tighten up.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the
Tight
5.
end right, tight end right.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Operating from the gun. Rush. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go, let's go.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Single.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.